Hey, what is up, mortals? It is Trina here with a new video for you. In this video, we'll dive into the Chainsaw Man anime. I just wanted to greet you guys by saying, just sit back and relax. You're in for a treat. So let's get started. For the past few months actually, our writer kept seeing two words popping up all over her Twitter timeline: Chainsaw Man. So after seeing how much hype was generated by the anime, she finally caved. She watched the first 2 episodes of Chainsaw Man, and after watching this video, she hopes that she can convince you to watch it too. First, some background. Our writer went into this series with absolutely no knowledge about the plot or characters. She's never read the manga and didn't even watch the trailer when it came out. The extent that her knowledge of Chainsaw Man went was constant exposure to hordes of thirst tweets simping for the lady with pink hair and the lady with devil horns. After watching the first 2 episodes, our writer is not ashamed to say that she has joined that bandwagon. There's nothing better than powerful female characters. Leave a like if you agree. If you haven't yet seen Chainsaw Man and have no idea who Queen Makima or Best Girl Power even is, then do not worry. God the writer hopes this quote doesn't age badly. She's only 2 episodes into the series, so let her become attached to these fictional queens and stay oblivious to it if their characters change later on. Anyways, you probably have lots of questions, like why does that dog have a chainsaw in its face? Why does that one girl have devil horns? What exactly is a Chainsaw Man? Well, before I tell you if our writer thinks Chainsaw Man is worth the hype, I'll first read you mortals an overview of the series' premise and the characters we'll follow in the story. If you would rather go into this series blind, then I suggest clicking out of this video now. If you're choosing to stay, don't worry, this video will not contain spoilers. We're just gonna give you the basics of the story. With that out of the way, let's continue. All the way back in December 2018, manga artist Tatsuki Fujimoto published the first chapter of Chainsaw Man in Japan's weekly Shonen Jump. It was recently adapted into an anime in October 2022. The manga has gained massive commercial success since its publication, with some even hailing it as the next Attack on Titan. And the comparison is too far off, as both follow a similar plotline. The main character becomes what they are against, and uses that transformation to fight what they have become. Sounds confusing, but makes sense if you know. Despite similarities, it isn't fair to compare these 2 series, as both have their own unique identities separate from one another. Chainsaw Man is its own series with its own style, humor, and story to tell. After thinking about it some more, the first episode for both series actually has a similar structure as well. Perhaps we'll make a future video about it? Enough with Attack on Titan, let's refocus. The world of Chainsaw Man is just like the real world. It's filled with gang violence, unaffordable living wages, and cute animals. Wait, why does that dog have a chainsaw growing out of its face? Okay, I forgot to mention this, but the main thing about Chainsaw Man that sets it apart from reality is the existence of devils. Devils are supernatural creatures that correlate with objects or concepts, such as a tomato devil, a sea cucumber devil, a zombie devil, and even a chainsaw devil. There's more to devils than this quick summary, but we're trying to avoid spoilers here. Speaking of devils, let's revisit that dog with a chainsaw face. That, dear mortals, is the Chainsaw Devil, and his name is Pochita. I've only known Pochita for 1 day, but if anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself. Why is his name Pochita, you may ask? Well, he was lovingly named by a protagonist, Denji. Here's what you should know about Denji. Just like the audience that consumes Chainsaw Man media, he's a massive simp for Makima. Overall, he's quite careless, somewhat perverse, but most importantly, a person who sticks to his word. But that's not all. He's the protagonist, meaning he has a tragic backstory. Due to the circumstances of his childhood, Denji grew up in poverty. He was forced to live every day working to pay back an insurmountable mountain of debt. His main source of income? Hunting devils for the Yakuza. By utilizing his pet chainsaw devil dog hybrid, Pochita, he's able to take down powerful devils. After we carefully tiptoe around some major spoilers, Denji finds himself working for the public safety devil hunters. Now, if you know what said major spoilers are, and are thinking it's well-known information, the plot revolves around it, so it's not a spoiler, or it's the equivalent of people not knowing that Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. To that I say, you're correct. But our writer was somehow able to dodge all Chainsaw Man spoilers for the past 4 years and never knew about this, so she doesn't want to spoil the surprise for any new viewers. The main premise of Chainsaw Man is this. We follow Denji and the other devil hunters killing devils as we learn more about this world and the characters within it. Alongside external conflicts between hunters and devils, there are major internal conflicts we explore. Denji struggles to find what his dream is after years of never having the opportunity to dream due to his debt. There's an extra layer to this, as, after a major change, he struggles to create a goal to follow, let alone achieve them. He also attempts to form meaningful relationships for the first time, but that goal's difficulty becomes clear as he meets his eccentric co-workers in Special Division 4 of the Public Safety Devil Hunters. With the premise out of the way, let's get into the bread and butter of any good story-based series: supporting cast. Let's start with the first supporting character we're introduced to, Makima. Makima is a high-ranking public safety devil hunter and is the one who recruited Denji to work for them. Her personality is presented as social, calculating, and friendly. She always has an air of confidence around her and is demonstrated to be a strong leader. We do not know much about her past, but we are sure to get to know more about her as the series progresses. She also has a special ability that allows her to smell whether someone is a devil or human. The next character we meet is Aki Hayakawa. He's a hunter in Makima's Special Division 4 and is a stoic character whose blunt nature borders on the point of rudeness. Despite this, he seems to have a kindness underneath his rough exterior, as his actions have the underlying intention of helping others, in his own way. We are also given information about his backstory, which tells us what his motivation for being a devil hunter is. In a way, Aki is set up to be a foil for Denji, as he is someone dead set of his goals, while Denji struggles to even find a goal to achieve. The final supporting character we're covering this video is Power, mostly because that's all we've been introduced to so far. Power is a fiend, which is a devil who possessed a human corpse. As a member of Special Division 4, Power uses her, power as a fiend to hunt and kill devils. She's childish, impatient, highly competitive, and violent when it comes to devil hunting. As a fiend, she views herself above humans, but also has no loyalty to devils as she actively kills them. If her life wasn't on the line with the public safety devil hunters, then she might just be a devil hunter purely for the thrill of it. Okay, with all that done and over with, it's time to answer the title of this video. Is Chainsaw Man worth the hype? Short answer, yes. Long answer, take a sip of water and get comfy, because I'm about to tell you. But first, let me tell you about this video's sponsor, Honey. Honey is a free browser add-on available on Google, Opera, Firefox, Safari. If it's a browser, it has Honey. Honey automatically saves you money when you check out on sites like Amazon, Papa John's, Kohl's. Wherever you shop, it's a good chance that Honey can save you money. All you have to do when you're checking out at these major sites, click that little orange button and it will scan the entire internet and find discount codes for you. It takes 2 clicks to install Honey. Now, anytime you check out Honey, will scan the entire internet and find coupon codes for you. If there is a coupon code, they will find it. And if there's not a coupon code, you can rest assured that you are getting the best price possible, and there literally is not one available on the internet. If you install Honey right now, you can save $50 to $100 on your shopping doing nothing. There's literally no reason not to install Honey. It takes 2 clicks, 10 million people use it, 100,000 5-star reviews. Unless you hate money, you should install Honey. Okay, let's continue with what we were talking about. Chainsaw Man is worth the hype, but why? Let's start with what we just discussed, the characters. A premise can be absolutely terrible, but the show can still be carried purely just by the character interactions alone. Luckily, Chainsaw Man's premise is unique, interesting, and executed well, with great characters to support it. So far, every character that has been introduced feels like real fleshed-out personalities born out of this universe. Not every character has to be likable or morally good to be a good character. Even characters that are absolutely terrible people can be good characters, simply because they're well written. Although we haven't had much time with these characters, I know that many fans praise this series' characters and have formed emotional connections with them. I enjoy what each character brings to the table, and seeing how each personality interacts with the other is consistently entertaining. Our writer's favorite character is Pochita. Cute anime dogs always reign supreme over any other character, no contest. As previously stated, the premise is unique and interesting, and the execution creates a dynamic and entertaining world for viewers to see. Although it follows similar story beats to, as previously mentioned, Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man still creates an original story that creates its own identity beyond other media it's compared to. One such way it created its own identity is its art style. As the saying goes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and what the writer's eyes behold is an art style that is absolutely gorgeous. But before we even get into how the animation looks, I don't know how to gracefully transition into this. I absolutely need to talk about the backgrounds. Hands down, Chainsaw Man's backgrounds have to be up there amongst some of the most beautiful backgrounds I have ever seen in any animated show. The details, the lighting, the art style, it had a writer absolutely shocked when she first saw it with how good it looked. Pause for just a moment, but she just wants to defend herself real quick. You may be thinking, but X anime or Y anime have better backgrounds, or the backgrounds are good, but not extravagant or anything. But to her, when she first saw them, she legitimately had to pause in order to admire how stunning the visuals were. Although other anime may have better backgrounds, our writer just wants to say that she's been watching a lot of My Hero Academia lately. She's heard a lot of complaints about how MHA's backgrounds were always lackluster, but never really understood what they meant. Now she understands. After seeing the effort MAPPA Studios put into their backgrounds, I don't think she can ever look at MHA's backgrounds the same. Okay, back to the art style. I want to give props to the artist. From the colors, the lighting, the camera perspectives, the use of CGI, everything. I love it. Apparently, some people were upset over the use of CGI within episode 1, but all I have is respect. The CGI models seamlessly fit into the scene, and the moments weren't stiff like people usually attribute to CGI animation. Like the 2D animation, movements were smooth and actually pretty realistic. Again, our writer may be biased. She watched Beastars and didn't mind the CGI, so it really is just up to each viewer's personal taste. But this is our video, the writer's script, and my voice acting, and I say that the CGI is valid and the animations is really well done. Now, on to another fun topic, the blood, guts, and gore level. For an anime all about devil killing and death, the blood level is surprisingly tame. Admittedly, there is a lot of blood, and I mean a lot of blood, but the body horror and gore were never too in your face. I do want to say that if you're squeamish, Chainsaw Man is definitely not the anime for you. This sentence may sound odd, but the way blood is animated is somehow tasteful. The animation for it is cohesive, and the splatters are realistic. In a way, the animation is so solid that you're too focused on how well they're animating the violence to be disgusted by the blood. The voice acting is good. I think the voice actors did a very good vocal performance for the characters, and the cast fits the characters' personalities. The soundtrack is obviously solid as well. With the same composer as Devilman Cryberry, Kensuke Ushio, the Chainsaw Man soundtrack is in good hands. I also want to give a special shout out to the opening and closing animations. Firstly, the opening is an absolute fever dream of an animation sequence, but I love the chaotic nature of it. Secondly, both the opening and closing songs are absolute bops to listen to. So the list of positives only keeps growing. Even though our writer hasn't seen the manga, she believes that the anime starts off strongly with a solid introduction to the world and characters. She has nothing but good things to say about Chainsaw Man, and can confidently say that yes, it is worth the hype. In the comments, let us know who your favorite Chainsaw Man character is. Thank you all for indulging yourselves in all this information thus far. I hope you enjoyed it. Now there are a few more things that I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, if you're in the mood for some great storytelling, We the Celestials has got you covered. Our We the Celestials My Hero Academia and Naruto What If channels retell the story of their namesake anime with a twist. Check it out if you're interested. Secondly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the production of today's awesome content. Their details can be found in the description below. Lastly, if you're interested in what we do here at We the Celestials, then I'd like to extend you an invitation and join the team. The only caveat being that we only accept members from 16 years and up to join our crew. You can sign up for whichever category fulfills your interest by joining the recruitment Discord using the link in the description below. We're always looking for members to join us. And if you want more content from me, check me out at Trina Do Heart on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Don't forget to check me out live. Well, that's it from us for today's video. So thank you all for watching and have a great day. Bye!